Mike, what a great variety of vehicles we've had here. And oops, as we head straight towards the camera, Johnny Pelperio, beautiful little early model Tirana. And here's a later model, Joe Pearce. We know about him with his burnouts in his 308 powered Tirana.
Yes, Joe Pearce is the burnout king of Adelaide. There he is on screen. He gets the green light for the drag race, but Johnny Pelperio cuts a big red cherry.
Oh, right. Well, that's done it for him, an automatic loss, so he still goes down the end for his run, but it goes to Joe Pearce, 11.75 seconds.
As we continue on with Tony Leonello, looked after by Hillside Performance and the beautiful HJ Holden four-door, powered by a 350 small block Chevy.
That's right. As against here, the later model, the Commodore running a 304. Leon Ulaharas we're about to see will be coming up into the Sprint Auto Parts lane. So both General Motors products, but a little bit of difference in the age.
Absolutely. As they get the green light for the drag race, it is now up to Tony Leonello in the red machine running the Tectaloy lane to get by this late model Holden Commodore. There goes Tony Leonello with a winning time, 12.36.
In his 84 RX-7, Nathan Smith. Nathan, you haven't raced before. How are you feeling now?
All right. Pretty nervous, but I'll see how I go.
We're about to see how it goes. This car, the Mazda RX-7 Rotary, was a bit of a giant killer in touring cars, because Alan Moffat introduced this car. He said, oh, the 12A's not powerful enough. I need this big thing to pull trees out. And he got his way, and this car's just become a legend since then. The flying chook burners, as they call them. But what a great car. Taking on the V8 power in this instance, the L8 model Tirana, Simon McKean. Always tucking a red light.
Okay, so an automatic win going through for this competitor running the Tectaloy lane one more time, and Nathan takes the win, 13.13.
David Verassi joins me in his 86 Commodore. Now, David, you've been down here before, second in the last Mega Power Challenge. How are you going to go tonight?
Well, I'm hoping to do good tonight. I don't know how I'll do.
Got plenty of competition out there, though, today?
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, we'll see how you go. We'll be back to talk to you.
Thank you.
Here's one of Adelaide's favourites, George Tipakidis in the beautiful Holden HG Monaro, powered by the plastic fantastic 308 V8 engine.
What a great car, this one. The early Monarch, absolute beauty. Here we are once again, a late model car, the Commodore, running a 308 cubic inch motor. David Verassi.
Yes, a very popular model once again from the GN Corporation, but we'll keep an eye on George Tipakidis. The dial in there for George will be a quicker time than David Verassi, so George...
So he has to sit there waiting.
Yes, keep an eye on the screen there. You'll see the light turn green for George Tipakidis. He has to now chase down the late model Holden. Can he get by him, Mike?
Well, he's going to fly down past him in the Tectaloy lane. He's drawing level, and he does take it, yes, with an 11.77 seconds.
This is Steve Williams driving a 1990 Toyota Supra. Steve, Psycho, is that you or the car?
No, it's definitely the car.
And this is the first time you've raced it down here. What are you expecting?
It's hard to know, being a turbo manual car. First time I've really driven a turbo car down here before.
All right, well, we'll see how you go in qualifying, and we'll be back to talk to you later.
Thanks.
As the tyres smoke down here in the burnout area one more time, Jason Trickenhagen down there on the screen taking on Stephen Williams in the Toyota Supra. A beautiful late model car out here, Mike.
Yes, indeed, something certainly a little bit different again. Boy, we're throwing in a batch of them. But that's exactly what the street racing, off-street racing is about. Whatever your car is, you think it's any good, you come out here. Don't be a goose, pick up a fine, all the rest of it down the street.
Absolutely.
Yeah, have some fun, show people how you can really race. Get off the street and be a winner.
Yes, the winning time there for Jason, 12.71.
This is Jim Ioannidis with his 76 Tirana. Jim, you've raced down here before in the Mega Power Challenge. How did that go?
Had a bit of bad luck the last meeting. The clutches went in the diff centre and it started going open wheeler, so I couldn't race anymore. And the very first one went a little bit quick, so I broke out, but we'll see what happens.
Here's the man, Mr. X, Jim Ioannidis in the Holden Tirana, powered by a 308, about to take on Mr. Oranger in the Falcon.
Yes, and the Falcon running a great big 351 Ford, a ripper.
Yes, a very popular engine make once again, but just a quick reminder of this also, Mike, with streetcar drag racing, it is the safe and legal place to race out here at the racetrack.
Exactly, so we're very grateful that we've got a dial-your-own bracket, and 13.4 goes for the win.
Jason, you haven't raced in the Mega Power Challenge before. What made you do it tonight?
Just a bit of fun, spent some money on the car, see if it was worth it.
Yeah, this is Philip Riddell in his Brock Commodore. Philip, I believe this is your wife's shopping car.
Absolutely. This is my wife's shopping car and it's never been raced before.
But it's about to be raced now. This is going to be a quick jolly trolley, I can tell you that one. This white Commodore, the 5-litre motor. It's a quick shopping trolley.
Yes, Philip Riddell is the driver, about to take on Jason Pearce and the Ford Falcon XC down here, powered by a 302 V8, so it should be quite a good confrontation coming up between GM and Ford.
The classic dice. This is the place. Now, Sprint Auto Parts Lane gets out first with the Ford. Hang on, I'm waiting till the shopping trolley goes to get jolly and see who comes up down for the winner. Is it going to be the Tectaloy Lane? Is this going to be the one or not for Philip Riddell? Yes! Fast shopping.
The Shopper takes the win, 16.42.
Well, that's round one in the Mega Power Challenge. And what about the wife's shopping trolley? Takes all kinds. All right, time now to get to round two. Here are some highlights. But before we see them, here's Sharon talking to the first two drivers to kick off the round.
Michael Rowland, you got through the first round. What can we expect from here on in?
Well, it's anybody's guess, but into the next round, that's what really counts. But anything can happen in these sort of things.
Back with Arthur Arctitis. Arthur, how did that round feel?
Yeah, it felt pretty good actually. I'm happy to get through the first round and hopefully I can do well in the second round.
And here in the second round, it's a pretty busy night indeed. So we're going to show you the highlights of round two. Firstly, I'd like to welcome Monica.
Thank you, as we see Michael Rowland in the Charger running for the Tectaloy Lane. Also, Arthur Arctitis running in the Holden Kingswood for the Sprint Auto Parts Lane.
Yeah, it's a bit of a beast of a car, this very nice yellow Holden. Well, we're going to see a bit of a challenge here as the Kingswood takes on the Charger. And the Kingswood is first one out, waiting for his opposition from the Tectaloy Lane.
That's right, and the winning time goes to Michael Rowland with a 16.04.
Anthony Franzel. Anthony, how did you feel about that round?
Yeah, it was a little better, but hopefully we can still go better again. Haven't changed anything at this stage, but we'll see what happens.
Back with Danny Quilty. Danny, you've done a bit better this time. You haven't been out in the first round.
That's it. I'm going pretty good, so hopefully I'll keep it up. And, yeah, it'll be good.
Moving up to the line, here we see Anthony Franzel in the Holden Tirana running the 308, the V8 up against the Ford with a 6-cylinder.
That's right, as Danny Quilty in the Sprint Auto Parts Lane there does his burnout. They'll move into the staging area there, Michael.
Right, Anna Cortina's first away by the looks of it, so we look out to see how we are in the Tectaloy Lane, but it does appear a win.
Okay, Michael Ali running for the Tectaloy Lane in the Holden Tirana two-door. Also running against there, Tony Leonello in the HJ Holden for the Sprint Auto Parts Lane.
Yeah, it's a very healthy 350. And the little Tirana's running a 6-cylinder, 186 motor for Michael Ali.
Joe Pearce with his 74 Tirana. Joe, the burnout king, I believe.
Yeah, am again.
How'd you score that reputation? I suppose it's fairly obvious.
Oh, just go out and give it hell, I suppose.
And I believe you win all the burnout competitions.
Yeah, won a bit of money too now. Yeah.
That's the way to go. And how did you just go in that heat?
I just got through, yeah, I went really good. The other guy read it, so that was lucky for me, I suppose.
Well, luck does come into it, so does a little bit of money, and so also does a lot of skill. Here's this car we spoke about earlier, Monica, the Rotary, but now we're looking across at the car that he's going to give heaps to.
That's right. The burnout king, Joe Pearce, as both of the cars move into the staging area, they get away and a green light. Winning time of a 13.17 goes to Nathan Smith.
Moving straight in this time, looking at Darren Conroy in the Charger, the 265. Is he locking and lighting that up? And the crowd love that. Front wheels locked up and a big heap of burnout for him. Jason Trelegan giving it a fair bit of smoky turn as well.
Okay, Jason running for the Sprint Auto Parts Lane as we just get a quick look in the cabin there. He's looking pretty keen and eager.
Yeah. Not looking at the mirror, of course, but in fact looking over at the Christmas tree to see how quickly it goes down and goes through for the win.
With a time of 12.51 to Jason Trelegan.
Next pairing, here comes Gavin Orger in the bright red Ford with a 351 motor, taking on Philip Riddell in what he's, quick look to the camera there, in what he calls his shopping car, running a very healthy 5-litre motor.
That's right. Running for the Tectaloy Lane is Gavin Orger and Philip Riedel in the Sprint Auto Parts Lane as the Commodore gets away on a good start there. And it looks like the winning time does go to Philip Riddell with a 16.49.
Now this time we look at a buy run by this fanciful car of George Tipakidis, the HG Monaro, a very popular car in its time and probably even more popular there. Notice the OK sticker.
Yep.
Sure, his running's OK. What that means is this car has been through scrutineering. It would be passed in any test, and this is still a street registered car, as we're seeing here in the street legal bracket racing. Now, he could take it easily, but he says, no way. I'm going to stick the boot in here, and he does so, taking his run down the Tectaloy lane.
Okay, and an 11.60 over the quarter mile for George Tipakides.
That's round 2.
Well, some great highlights there. We're going to take a break here on drag racing today, but don't go away. Plenty more drag racing action coming your way.